One of the best decisions I've made is letting my values lead my life, and here's why. But before we get into it, hey, it's Al, and welcome to my channel. Here I'm tracking my progress as I work to build a life that truly reflects my values and the things that I love. Now, how did finding my values improve my life? First off, I got a better understanding of what I actually wanted out of life. And let me explain. In the age of social media, it is so easy to compare your life to the millions that are online. But when I sat down and really thought about what I wanted out of life, although some pieces look similar to what these content creators were producing, some of them didn't. And I had to take a real look at myself and figure out how could I align my actions to what I wanted. Gaining that clarity helped me stop comparing so hard. I learned to appreciate the lives that others had and even take some inspiration, but it didn't loom over me like it did before. My life didn't have to look exactly like theirs in order for it to be successful. In fact, it motivated me to take control and actually pursue the things that were on my heart. And that leads me to the second reason. Finding my values helped me become more intentional, specifically when it comes to how I spend my money and where I devote my time. Let me give you an example. I'm really big into personal finance. I developed a money system that helps me, put a little bit of money aside for just spending on whatever. I have my savings, I have all that stuff. But I always wondered what was the best way to spend my money. I realized that accumulating a lot of stuff just to accumulate a lot of stuff really just created a lot of mess, and I didn't like that. So I took the time to look at my values again and figure out what would actually bring me joy. And I found that I really like experiences. I like going out to eat. I like going to museums. I like using my hands to build things. And when I devoted more money to that, again, I felt so much more satisfaction. On top of that, when I finally began to see how good it felt to spend money on the things that I loved, it became a lot easier to say no to the things that didn't really mean much to me. Last but not least, learning my values helped me work through fear. Fear is one of those things that loomed over my decision making. Walking into the unknown, not knowing what comes next, those are thoughts that are always going to be in my head. But although they're there, I can acknowledge them, but they don't have to take the driver's seat. Understanding what I wanted out of life, where I wanted to go, and ultimately knowing the person that I wanted to become, it helped me acknowledge that I'm going to have to step out on fear and do things I've never done before in order to get to where I want to go. Facing some of my fears have been some of the most exhilarating things that I've done. A few weeks ago, I took my first solo trip to New York, and I absolutely loved every moment of it. But if I would have listened to fear, that would have never happened, and I always would have been stuck in the what if. Although this video is short and sweet, to me it serves as a reminder to keep working forward and understanding how far I've come along. This journey has not been easy, but it has been so fulfilling, and I'm excited to see what comes next. So down in the comments, share what your values are, share the things that you've been working on, how has it impacted your life? Until next time.